So hello guys, welcome back to Kicking It with K-Rob. I am your host, K-Rob, also known as Michaela, or Michaela known as K-Rob. And today we have a special guest. We have my friend Jasmine here. Yes,
Hi
okay,
guys.
so y'all follow her on Instagram, whatever, all that. And today's topic is going to be the impact of social media. And this is a lot because social media is everywhere. Even when it's not there, it's there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about tonight. So, Jasmine, what impact did social media, or what impact does social media have on you? And yeah,
Like from a positive or negative standpoint, or just in general?
both, either one.
I feel positive. It does allow me to connect with people, whether it's people that I know or people that I don't know. It allows you to kind of explore the world from your fingertips and everything. So as far as communication, I feel like that's the most positive one. Me personally, a negative impact, it does, I guess, kind of make me look at my self-image differently. Um, People I follow, oh, they have this or they have that, or I don't look like this or I don't look like that. I feel like to me personally, that's maybe the only negative impact that I have is just all that, am I good enough, or a lot of criticism that you could possibly get while on social media.
So insecurity, social media did it build insecurities or did it add on to your insecurities?
I've honestly, I've always been insecure. Like I've been insecure even before social media was a thing. So now that I do have my social media, I feel like it does play a lot more on my insecurities.
I feel like for me personally, it adds to my insecurities because have you ever posted a picture and then when a certain amount of time you get a certain amount of likes, and then have you ever taken a picture down?
I've never taken a picture down because y'all gonna see me today. So I've never taken it down. But I feel like, well, dang, I think I look good in this picture, but I only got such and such likes. And the next person posted a picture, they got like, what, 30 likes in 30 seconds.
Yep. And recently I posted like 2 pictures and I will admit I took them down because I'm like, what's going on? Like, why ain't nobody liking my pictures? And I was like, maybe it's the time in which I posted them. So, people not on my Instagram. Right. Maybe it's the Instagram algorithm that's, that got everybody not on right now. And then don't even get me started on Twitter because Twitter and Instagram likes, we know those are not the same.
At all.
Like they're not the same.
Right. I feel like
so.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like with Twitter, I don't know, because I don't post any pictures really on Twitter. Just tweets, just words, what I'm saying. But I feel I can honestly say I am more open and free on Twitter than I am on Instagram. You will see me talk more about things my personal life or things like that more on Twitter than you will see on Instagram. Because I feel like Instagram, I don't know, I feel like on Instagram, everybody just has something to prove. Like people have to make a statement or they have to, have something to say.
And that's crazy because I feel the complete opposite. A lot of people feel how you feel, but I feel the opposite for me. I feel like Instagram, it's not a safe haven, but I feel like I relate to Instagram and my Instagram followers more because of how I made my Instagram page to be. But Twitter, I don't really, when it comes to images and even tweets and stuff like that, I mean, yeah, I say what I want to say for the most part, but I like looking at my Instagram more. It's more calming, it's more soothing because, like I said, how I conjuncted it to be versus my Twitter. And yeah, I get more love on Instagram than I do Twitter. People on Twitter, they do not fuck with me. And I'm like, okay, but I get more love on Instagram, and that's why I like Instagram more. Even though people may see me on Twitter more, they're like, you always on Twitter. Whatever. If I'm always on Twitter, then you always see me on Twitter. Who else is always on Twitter?
Right.
So yeah. And Facebook is just
Facebook's for family at this point.
It's for family. I feel like everybody our age know that. It's for family.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody really, I mean, I have some of my friends for the most part, but it's family oriented for me.
Right. I agree totally.
So I definitely feel like social media has played an impact on my insecurities. Far as I don't know about, well, I guess you could say body image because everybody on Twitter and Instagram has flat stomachs and ass and boobies. And I'm like, I don't never see no representation of people with stomachs. Even on TV and movies and TV shows, I never see women with stomachs. And I'm not talking about quote unquote fat women. I'm talking about the in between. There's no in between on nowhere. Not in a newspaper, not in the magazines, not like I said, on TV is no representation for us medium-sized women. And like, I'm like,
I agree.
okay.
I feel like, I do feel like representation does matter. Simply because, you know, looking on TV, you'll see even with not necessarily your body image, even with like our skin tone, like I'll see more of your skin tone on a commercial, on a movie, on this, on that, more than I would see my skin tone. Or if I do see my skin tone, guess who my skin tone is married to or dating or with?
A white man.
A white man. So I just feel like representation, you know, does matter. And even bringing it back to body image, like a lot of people don't understand, a lot of these people on Instagram are not who they really say they are. They're not really what they look like. One example, filters. I'm not gonna lie, I love me a good filter. I don't have a filter right now, but I love me a good filter. And that's because I feel like with a filter, I can, you know, maybe I have a pimple one day, or maybe I have some dark spots one day, or maybe, you know, my eyes are a little puffy one day. Guess what that filter is going to do? It's going to show you that it's going to show you that it's not there. So I just feel like, you know, we have to kind of be careful about what it is that how much we take from what we see, because not everything is as it appears.
It's not. And then with Photoshop and people money, you know, when you have money, you can have anything you want just about at your fingertips. So that's another thing. And then I never went out my way to get an app for filters and all the other stuff, but I know people who have. And it's just like, why? I feel like eventually if we keep doing all this other shit, we're gonna all look alike.
Yeah, I agree.
And like you said with the skin tone thing, it's not. I'm like, I want to see dark skinned women be in darker skinned roles. Like it's always a sidekick. It's never the main character.
Right.
Or there's no love story with a darker skinned woman and a darker skinned man.
Right.
I'm tired of that. I personally am tired of seeing biracial women take the place of fully black women, because then that's what we get into the whole texturism thing. But anyways.
Right. And I will say this. One thing I hate hearing, oh, you pretty for a dark skinned girl. So I can't just be pretty for a female. I gotta be light skinned to you know what I'm saying, to be more attractive to you. What's wrong? What's so wrong with my skin tone versus yours? You know, the saying goes, black is beautiful. It doesn't say light skin black is beautiful. It doesn't say brown skin black is beautiful. It doesn't say dark skin black is beautiful. It just says black is beautiful. So I just feel like if you're going to sit up here and say, well, I love black women, love all the black women. Don't sit up here and put one on a higher pedestal than the other just because of skin tone. That's all I'm saying.
And I feel like that plays back into insecurities, and that goes back into slavery. So there's levels to this that we have to break as black people.
Right.
It needs to start with social media and the people who are behind all of this. And if y'all have anything to say, y'all can feel free to comment. Please add to the conversation. I'll be looking. So definitely social media has impacted my self-esteem. It definitely has. I will say there's been, like I said, multiple occasions where I deleted a picture and I'm like, and then at going to Valdosta State, there is this thing called clout. And if you don't have it, then you won't receive the likes and the love. And I am okay with that. I have to learn to be okay with that. Yeah. Not gonna lie. It's a thing. I don't know if all colleges go through it, but I know here it's a thing. So
yeah. I feel like with the whole clout situation, I don't know. I feel like being popular, being known has never really kind of been important to me, because I feel like your people who fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you regardless of what you look like. You can look like goddamn, or you can look like goddamn. Like, it doesn't really matter what it is that you look like. I feel like, you know, as long as you receiving the love, as receiving love from people, you know, who you appreciate, who you cherish, who you think highly of, that's a good thing. But also I feel like it is important to know that you have self-worth regardless of what anybody thinks of you, because people always want to be flashing money or flashing guns, or I got all the women, or I'm taking trips every da 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 da. Oh, this is what I'm doing. But why do you have to let everybody know what it is you're doing? I do a lot of stuff, but you'll never know because I don't post it. I post what I want you to see. You should.
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of times you're telling us, well, and it may not be the case. It could be a thing of, well, you know, well, this is what I'm doing, and I just want you to know I look happy. So look at me, look at me, look at me. So I just feel like, I don't know, clout, I don't know. That's never been my thing. Like, y'all gonna like me or y'all not. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. No.
Who's based on privacy? That's the whole thing. People, they used to tell me, Kelly, you always on Snapchat. Just because I'm always on a social media app, that does not mean y'all see everything I do. I could post 5 minutes of me sitting there lip syncing, and they're gonna say you always post. Okay, but what about the rest of my days? What about those other 23 hours
Right.
y'all went there for? You know, right. that I'm like, yeah, y'all always see me, but y'all don't see everything I do, and that's the difference.
Right.
And somebody asked, do we feel like social media is addictive? Yes, I feel like anything can be addictive if you make it.
Yeah. I agree.
There was a point in time which I was like, especially when I was like dealing with a lot of schoolwork, I was like, I have to take a break because I'm on Twitter too much. I took like maybe 3 hiatuses from Twitter.
Right.
I was like, I can't do it. So then I did that, but then I was on other social medias. I was like, it's kind of counterproductive, but Twitter was my go-to app at the time. Even though I still received information, it was just not from Twitter. And then I blocked the Shade Room because I was like, they were very, very negative. The comments got negative, very, very negative, and I was like, I can't do this. So yeah, but I still go on there. I just don't follow them. It's kind of like,
I feel like in terms of privacy, I agree. Like, that's the reason. Well, my Instagram page is on private, but my Twitter page is public. I feel like with Instagram, you know, I'm posting actual, this is me, this is what you're seeing, this is what I'm posting. Twitter, I could be talking a bunch of BS all the time. You wouldn't even know. It's just me talking outside of my neck a lot of times. But I feel like with privacy, I feel sometimes you do have to put your page on private for the simple fact that you don't need everybody knowing it is what it is that you do. Even if you are only posting for 2 seconds out your whole day, you don't need everybody knowing. With me, the job that I do, can't everybody see what I do in my personal life? Because I don't want everybody to know what I do, because I don't want people coming and be questioning me. I don't want my job questioning me. And because you got people out there who just want to be a bunch of fake news. Like, I can't have you all up in my business. No, you're not finna see what it is that I do. You want to know what it is that I do? You can ask me. If you don't have the ability to ask me, then you don't need to see. And that's how I feel about that. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm here. I was trying to, I don't know. I know some people didn't know how to make it a topic. I don't know how to like make it a topic.
Oh, don't ask me. This is my first time on live. I don't
know. What impact has social media ever made an impact on one of your relationships? It could be a friendship, family, or a significant other.
Of course, because you know what? And it's been all of them. So a lot of times, I mean, I like to post. When I come home from going out with my friends, I like to be a little sexy in the camera. I like to post. But, you know, I may have somebody who I'm dealing with, somebody who I'm talking to. Well, why would you post that? Not everybody needs to see. Not everybody, you know, should see how you are. That should only be for me. But it's my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my Instagram, but it's like at the same time, where do you draw the line between it being my Instagram and you know, borderline disrespecting the relationship that you're in? Or even with, you know, friendships throwing shade, you can post anything. And if you are not getting along with somebody in real life, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take it to heart. They're going to think that you're talking about them. So I just feel like a lot of times when you are posting things or where you're doing things, you just have to understand the nature of your friendship, understand the nature of your relationship, or just understand the person itself to know that, hey, I may post this, but at the same time, I'm not talking about you. Hey, well, you didn't like what I posted. Okay, so let's talk about it. You feel like I shouldn't be, I don't know what, half naked or being lusty or sexy on my page because we're together. Okay, well, then, but that also brings up, are you trying to control me? Do you not, you know what I'm saying? Do you not want other people to see what it is? Because my thing is, if you dating somebody who's fine and they post something, even if it's just basic, you have to know they're going to have people after them. So if I post myself in a bathing suit, or, you know, I post myself dancing or something like that, you have to know it's for my pleasure. Y'all are just the audience that I'm letting see. So I just feel like y'all have to, you know, just have that talk, communicate with each other. That's how I feel about it.
Absolutely. And I feel like a lot of people are also very insecure when it comes to their significant other in relationships. Oh, don't be on here liking different women pictures. If you like a lot of them, some women may have a problem with that. If you like more than one picture, comments. If somebody, let's say you post a cute picture, then let's say one of your exes that you don't even talk to no more, comment. And then the one you're talking to now, he be like, what he do? You know, it could be a whole misconception of something that's not even there.
Right.
And they won't believe you because they see that post. And it's just like, no, I'm not talking to them no more. Yeah. But it could also, I understand why we hard to believe because, you know, it's there. And like, why would they post it or why would they say something if they're not talking to you still? But you know.
Right. But I mean, like I said, you know, I'm gonna post what I want to post. Like, it'd be a different story if I was just, you know, on here posting myself naked or something like that. But it's just like, you know, I can't help what people say. I can only help how I react. So you got to know that even though this is my Instagram or this is my Twitter, this is my Facebook, this is my Snapchat, this is my whatever, you got to know that, you know, it's just for fun. That's all it is. It's just for fun. And that's that.
My boyfriend would have to know I literally been doing this since I was in freaking high school. Right. I go to here and talk about stuff that I want to talk about. As far as swimsuit, I don't know. I have posted a swimsuit picture, but it was like back in high school. But if I wanted to, if I thought it looked good in a swimsuit picture, I'm going to post that. And if you got a problem with that, I really don't know what to tell you because it's a swimsuit. It's not like I'm in my underwear. You know, it's different. It's different to me. And then it also goes to your relationship and not Twitter's relationship because, you know, Twitter got a say on everything. Right. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that in your relationship or this is the standard. I feel like a lot of people, they don't live in their own realities when it comes to social media. If your friend group do this, don't worry about what everybody else's friendship or friend group is doing. Right. If that's okay with y'all, then let it be.
Right.
But then people go to changing their opinions about stuff because of what Twitter said.
I agree. That's why I feel like just, you know, and I also feel like if you don't want people to know about it, don't post it.
Don't post it,
because they can't say anything about, well, you know, but then you have ignorant people who speak on things that they don't know. So I can't even wholeheartedly say that if you don't want people to know, don't post it. Because people, I feel like with social media, people are going to always talk. People are going to always talk whether they have 1% of the fact or 100% of the facts, whether they think they know or they don't know at all. It does not matter. People are just always going to have something to say. So I feel like, you know, if somebody's going to always have something to say, you can either treat it one or two ways. You can not give them a reason to say what they want to say, like literally post or tweet something, or you can say, F it. Oh, let me post this, whatever you got to say. I really don't care. But the thing about that is, so with social media, you have to have a tough skin because if not, they're going to eat you alive. You will get eaten alive.
You do. And that's why I feel bad for all these celebrities sometimes because we, as people, we judge them. I feel like.
With the Kirk Franklin situation, my thing is, you're not finna sit up here and make me apologize publicly because I cussed my child out, who's a grown man, and I had no intent. Like, I could see if he knew that he was about to post it, but he didn't know. So when he posted it, it's just like, oh, you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that, and well, now you need to apologize to the public. Why? Because if we did that behind closed doors, we wouldn't have to apologize to the public. It would just be business in our house.
Exactly. Oh. And it's just a lot of facts that we judge celebrities off of. Let me think of another example where it happened. I would say JT and Uzi. It's all their relationships. We think we know what's going on, but we really have no idea We have no idea, so we go based off what they show us. But sometimes they get mad. But I'm like, y'all really can't get mad sometimes.
I don't know. I just, I mean, you know, if you're happy, hey, but I don't know, that mashup is just kind of, I don't know, it's just weird to me. I just would have never expected it. It's weird to me. So
it is very weird to me. Another thing with social media and relationships is they say you shouldn't idolize people relationships and all this and the third. Okay, that's fine. I agree. You should not idolize. Well, I don't know.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
No.
Because
not theirs, but I was thinking, like, what if their parents are in a happy relationship and they want to be like, they want their relationships to be like their parents? Is that okay to idolize?
If the child wants their relationship to be like the parents, yes, because it's something that they've seen firsthand. It's something that they on to something that they know. But my thing is, if Tom and Jane post pictures of them happy every day, but Jane getting beat every day, we don't know that. We just know what it is that they're posting. Oh, well, Tom flying Jane out and Jane doing this for Tom, and they every time you turn around, they doing this or doing that, but we don't know what they got to get to where they're at, and we don't know what they deal with on a daily basis. So I feel like idolizing relationships, I don't know, it kind of is hard, especially I feel like if you're going through stuff with it, you know, this how when I was, you know, like single, and I would see happy couples, I'd be like, where's my happy, you know what I'm saying? Where's my happy couple at? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, you know, they could have just got finished arguing and about to have broken up right before they posted that picture. So it's like, you just don't know. You need to focus on yourself, worry about yourself, and, you know, worry about making sure your relationship and your happiness is good in the real world. Because social media, I can get on here and, you know what I'm saying? But 10 seconds ago, I have maybe just, you know, something terrible could have just happened to me. You just would never know. Oh, that's true.
Yes, that is true. Y'all or you want people to,
yeah, or you girl, or you want people to sympathize with you. One thing I can't stand, I would never post a picture of me in the hospital with the IV in my arm, with anything, because my thing is, if I'm in the hospital, the only people who gonna know is the people that are closest to me. If I'm in the hospital, then you'll know, but the whole world doesn't need to know. Oh, I just got out the hospital, but I'm doing better. Oh, well, my sympathy. And I can understand, you know, people, I mean, I don't know, I'm to the back. I don't understand why people do that, because I've never been the type, you know, to do that. Because if I had just gotten in a bad car accident or something like that, I'm going to tell the people who need to know. All my followers, they don't need to know that. Now, it could be way later down the line where I just want to just thank God. And there was at one point in my life where I was just, something bad happened to me, but I'm so much better after it. And then you can go from there. But I don't understand people just, you know what I'm saying, who just post to say, I'm in the hospital. This just makes no sense to me.
I never understood that. Like, these people, they don't care. Some of these people don't care about you.
They don't.
And then funerals too. Why are you posting a funeral? Why'd you take a picture of your grandma in a casket?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. I feel like that's kind of I feel like that's very disrespectful. And also at the hospital, like, what would be the point? I feel if I'm hurt, I'm not thinking about my phone. First of all,
right.
If I just got into a wreck, I'm not gonna take no picture of my car and put it on Twitter. That's very private to me. Some people, they roll different. Everybody ain't built like us.
Yeah, everybody's different.
I'm in shock. I'm not thinking nowhere along the lines of my phone. I'm calling my parents and my insurance and the police and the ambulance if I need to. Right. And that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. If you know me like you say you know me, then you'll find out. Then you'll know that I was hurt too. But if not, then okay, then you're just not gonna know, and that's okay.
And that's okay. And then, like you said, maybe a few weeks or a few months down the line, I'm gonna be thanking God that I survived this accident. But at that moment, I don't understand. I don't get how people do that.
I don't know.
No privacy. Some people, right. I don't know. I'm kind of glad I'm not built like that, but I don't see how people are. Which is.
It could be, you know, people just, their happiness is derived from, you know, others' opinions of them on social media. There could be, I mean, you know, you just need that attention from other people because you don't get it from the people that you want it from.
Yeah, I get. Yes, that is true. That's one thing I always say on Twitter. I'd be like, y'all didn't get attention growing up as kids, because if you did, you wouldn't come to Twitter for attention. No, because people, they'll post something very, very unpopular. They know they're gonna get everybody riled up. Everybody, everybody riled up, because they know it's unpopular and they just want everybody to at them. I think they like the attention of the notifications that come through their phone. No.
I can't 100% agree with you for the simple fact some people just have unpopular opinions and they just don't care what they think or what people like. For instance, my dad, he don't care. He'll say whatever he wants. He doesn't care, but he also doesn't care what you think either. He doesn't care how you feel, what you think. If he says what he has to say, he gonna die on that hill. But guess what? If you got something to say against it, and so I didn't ask for your opinion, I don't care about it. So I don't think it's necessarily saying that people grown up didn't get the attention that they needed. Some maybe, but all of them, no. Because some people just feel how they feel and post what they post, and it just doesn't bother them or just doesn't faze them what other people have to say. And an effect of that may be the hundreds of thousands of comments or things that people have to say against what it is that they said.
Yeah, okay, I understand that now. I get that. But it's just like some people, some of their opinions, it's just like, how can you be so stupid? That's like, how can you be so stupid?
I mean, yeah.
How? I wish I had an example. I really do. Okay, when people, since this is going back to relationships, the topic now, or I've been seeing recently is, do you think that your significant other should pay for your friends if y'all all going out to dinner?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Oh, you sleep with my man? No, wait, no, hold on. Let me phrase that. This is how I feel about it. If a friend of mine tagged along with me and my boyfriend, it would be expected that me and my boyfriend are a ticket and my friend is a ticket. Now, if my boyfriend says, well, babe, I got her, I'll pay for her. Okay, that's a different story. But if my friend was to sit there and say, well, why didn't he pay for me? Oh, I'm sorry. You tagged along on this date. You know what I'm saying? You asked to go. Or even though you were invited, you knew that it was up to you to make the, to pay. Because unless it's like, hey, we're going to go out, but my boyfriend, he got us. That's a different story. But for you to just automatically assume that he's supposed to pay for you when you go out, I don't agree. I can't. And I feel that like that. I don't know, whatever girl it was who felt like, first of all, she spent like what, $20-something or however much she spent. First, no, my thing is, and if you don't have the money, then stay at home. If you don't have money, just say that. Just say that. Well, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Just stay at home.
Stay at home. I don't have no friends, or I don't think I have no friends that would expect for my boyfriend to pay for them if we all went out, and vice versa. I would not expect none of my friends' boyfriends to pay for me. But there has been more than one occasion in which the man has paid for me just because I was tagging along with them and because he wanted to, not because he had to. And I hope he didn't feel like he was obligated to, because you're not. I came because I have money and I will pay for myself. I'm just, here cooling with the guys.
Right.
And that's just that. So I don't understand why. First, I don't understand why is it a conversation. This goes back to what I said earlier. People don't live in their own realities. They live in Twitter's reality. And like people, this is not everyday reality that people have this argument. It's not a conversation. There's people who have dodo brains and think like that, yes. But I wouldn't think it's the majority of the population. So I feel like conversations like that are irrelevant and need to be deaded.
Right. I would, you would hope that people would be smart enough to formulate their own opinions and thoughts and emotions and feelings, but a lot of times they're not. Now, what I will say is your opinion or your thought process changing after you've learned new facts, okay, that's one thing. But for you to just be like, oh, well, this seems like the popular opinion at the moment, let me just go ahead and agree with it. I can't get jiggy with that because I don't agree. So
no. And then another thing with relationships and Twitter, in general, social media in general, I forgot to say this earlier, but how we were saying comparison and how you were saying what you see. My thing is, we shouldn't idolize relationships via social media. But if I see this girl is getting flowers, the nice things, and let's say I'm being deprived of that in my relationship, And I look at her and I'm like, well, I feel like I deserve that too. And then my boyfriend like, oh, you only see that because you saw on Twitter. No, I'm seeing that because I feel like I deserve that too.
Right.
And not just because of what I see. Because I feel like that is kind of bare minimum.
Right.
But some people are deprived of that and they think, oh, it's based on social media. No, you could go to Publix or Kroger to get some $12 flowers. It's not because I see it on social media. It's because I know it's possible.
Right. You want the action. Like, okay, I
the action.
Like, you don't necessarily, like, sometimes, you know, some people do idolize. However, I am not one of those people.
They do.
But there are some people who say, you know, I like that her boyfriend is thoughtful enough to bring her flowers, or, you know, she's had a bad day, leave a note at the doorstep waiting for her, stuff like that. Like, I agree, because that's, you know, I like that stuff. I feel like stuff like that. I enjoy that stuff. So I agree. So if I'm seeing that, but I'm not getting that, it's going to make me want that. But it also makes you think. That also goes back to, you know, not necessarily you're not going with the popular opinion, but you know, you formulate your own opinion after you've seen things, where you look back at your relationship, well, we don't do this, or he hasn't done that, but, you know, I would definitely like this I would like for this to happen, or I would like for him to start doing things. So, I mean, I agree, because if I saw somebody on my social media, like, getting flowers and stuff every day, I'd be like, excuse me, where my flowers at? Why aren't I getting no flowers?
Where they at?
Exactly, because, and it's not because I want us to be like them. It's because, well, that's the things that I like. What do you like? Exactly. What do I like? We know what we like. Let's do stuff we like for each other. Now, you don't necessarily always have to put it on social media. I feel like, okay. But, you know, if you want to, you can, because it's, at the end of the day, it's your page. But I just feel like you still have to separate the action from the actual relationship, and know that, you know, like I said, she may get flowers every day, but he may be beating her every day as well. So you just have to, you know what I'm saying? You can't wholeheartedly put everything into what it is that you see. Understand that it's levels and it's more complex than what it is that we're being shown.
I feel like some men on Twitter or social media, they're like, y'all just look at it because what you see. I'm like, no, I feel like I really deserve that. And it's not because of her or their relationship. It's because I know you could do it. I know it.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No.
So, yeah. And I guess that can tie into our next point of comparing ourselves on social media, comparing to, success, the success of these influencers and how much money they have and where they go on vacation at. Then we are in the age of millennials, you know, me and you, we 24, 25, 26. And we look at other people's success and compare it to ourselves. I do that. I struggled with that last semester. I was like, okay, I'm not where I want to be in life, or it's not where I wanted to be in life. I feel like I should have done it a long time ago. I should have been graduated college. I should have been did this. I should have been did that. I don't have no internship. And I'm like, dang, everybody around me got their shit together but me. And I'm like, Michaela, it's not a race. It's a marathon. It's what I have to tell myself. Especially, I don't know if I got that from Twitter or the people around me, or social media or the people around me per se. Maybe both. It could have been both. But now I know it don't matter as long as you get it done.
Yeah, I agree with that, because sometimes I look and I'll just be like, damn. Like, for example, Megan Thee Stallion. What, she's 25? She's a year younger than me. What the hell? I'm thinking, well, what the hell am I doing? She's doing all this. She got all this money. But at the same time, me and her took different career paths. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to rap. She knew she wanted to rap. I knew I wanted to do something in criminal justice. So a lot of times it's hard to, especially I feel like with me, it's a little bit harder, especially if the person is my age, because I'm like, well, dang. Which brings me, what are them things called? What, an Instagram model? Is that what it is?
Instagram influencer / Instagram model.
No, an Instagram model. Do you know I would do that? I would do that. If you sat up here and told me I could do that and wouldn't lose my job for doing it, you don't think I would do that? But at the same time, I can't, for the simple fact, I have a career on the line. I have things to lose. So I feel like a lot of times trying to compare, these Instagrams models to, you know, they're girls who just, you know, they may do different things. Whatever it is that they do. Comparing them Let's go. Comparing them to, you know, what it is that I do. I gotta remember, well, hey, I like to do what it is that I like to do. Oh, what you say? What you say? Gotta remember how long it takes you is how you got it. Everyone has the same goals, but different paths anyway. I mean,
Exactly.
I agree.
That
Like I
is
said, you know, everybody wants to do. How you get this stuff off? How you get the bars off?
Oh,
Or does it?
tap on like my screen. My screen should be at the top. Tap on my
Oh,
screen.
girl, you know how it works. You know I'm old.
I just figured it out too. I just figured it out.
But no, I agree. Like, you know, everybody does have their own goals and things like that. But sometimes it does make you wonder, well, if I would have took a different path, where would I be? Would I be where I'm at with you? Would I be, or could I be what it is that I'm doing? Because I feel like, I mean, for my age, you know, my friends and my peers and everything, they call me successful, but I just sometimes don't feel like it because I always feel like I could be doing more than what I am. I could be further than what I am. But at the same time, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be because every decision
Yep.
that you make in your life leads you exactly to where you are. So,
or will be.
Or will be. So I feel like a lot of times, even though it's hard not to compare your success to others, just know you don't know what they got to get to where they're at, or you don't know, you know, what it is that they're doing. They may not even be happy doing what they're doing. They just have to do it to do it. So I just kind of try to just think like, you know, I've came this far on my own. Let me continue to worry about myself and how far I've come and where I, you know, plan to go. So.
Yeah, like she said, everybody has a different path. And I feel like I definitely made a change this semester compared to last semester when it comes to feeling like I have to be like everybody else or everybody else is ahead of me because they're younger than me and we're in the same position, quote unquote, so to say. But we really not because anything can happen at any given moment and somebody's life could change.
Right.
So
I agree. Just got to keep on trucking with it. Just continue to do what you're doing to the best that you can do, especially if it's something that you like to do and want to do. Like, don't give up on your dreams or your goals. I have a bad habit of doing that. Remember that time I came to you and I was just like, I'm about to start my own skincare line? I had researched everything. I made PowerPoints, I made slides, I made graphs, I made everything. And then I just stopped. Because I feel like if it's something that you want to do, your passion for it is never going to die. Your passion for it is never going to die, and you're going to get it done what it is that you want to get done. So I just feel like, you know, find what it is that you like to do. If you haven't found what it is that you like to do, just keep on searching and you'll find what it is that you like to do.
like everybody been telling me for like maybe years, okay, you need to do YouTube. You need to do YouTube. My heart wasn't anything. I was like, no, I don't want to do YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube for whatever reason. I didn't want. Actually, I did, but then something had stopped. I don't know why I didn't want to do it no more. I was like, no. And then I was like, you know what? Forget YouTube. I'm gonna go to Instagram where my market is better, and that's why I came up with this Instagram TV channel. It had to be genuine for me. I didn't want to just do it and it wasn't genuine. I literally made my very first episode. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't doing shit. This was during quarantine. I was like, I ain't doing nothing else. I was like, you know what? I'll make my first Instagram tonight. And that's what I did right then and there. And I was like, you know what? I started this. I'm going to finish it. Because I know my end goal. I know what my end goal is. So I was like, I'm going to get started. And why not? It's not going to hurt nothing to do it, to get started.
Yeah.
It's only going to hurt you if you don't start it.
Exactly. I want to say a lot of times people don't realize it's a lot of people who want to do what you do. It's a lot of people who want to do hair, who want to do lashes, who want to, you know, do skincare, who want to do this and who want to do that. And I just feel like it doesn't matter how many people are doing it. Just worry about how well you're doing it. Because if success is going to come, then it's going to come. Because sometimes I'd be kind of intimidated. I'd be like, well, dang, what is it that you really want to do? And, you know, you look around and you see people doing this and doing that. Well, maybe I can dip my hand in that. But, you know, there's so many people doing that. And the market is so flooded and the market is so saturated and da-da-da-da. But if you're good at what you do, you're going to be successful at it. You know what I'm saying? Your name is going to be out there. You're like how you see on Twitter, like a lot of times people like that one girl. I don't know if it, you know, I'm not gonna speak on that because I don't even know if that was true or not. But anyways, but the point I'm trying to make, like how, for example, people will post stuff on Twitter. Hey, I'm doing artwork and I'm just out here trying to get noticed. A week later, oh, somebody famous is, you know, buying their artwork or something like that. You know, things like that. So just like it doesn't matter. What?
I don't say your Wi-Fi went out. Say it
It
again.
did.
You said what happened on Twitter?
Oh, my
Yeah.
ghetto Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi so ghetto. No, it is. It's trash. No, like how you could post on, put your work out there. Hey, I'm trying to get noticed. This is what I like to do. Especially on Twitter. I feel like people just be getting famous off of Twitter for no reason. Everybody gets their shot on Twitter. I promise you. If you don't agree?
I do. I
Oh,
agree.
okay. Like you can post it a week later, your stuff is going viral. All because
now it's TikTok.
all because you just made that step and just said, "Hey, this is who I am. This is what I like to do. Please support me."
Mm-hmm.
And Black Twitter, Black Twitter. You see, we have our own name. It's Twitter, then it's Black Twitter. Black
Mm-hmm.
Twitter gonna, what I'm saying, help you push you that way. So I don't know, just find what it is you like to do and do what you like to do what you love. That's all I say.
Yeah. Or like you say, it's TikTok now. Everybody be getting famous off TikTok.
First of
TikTok
all,
making these artists money.
I saw a girl make a TikTok. That looks complicated. I'm not gonna do all that. Have you ever made a TikTok? Has anybody ever made a TikTok? And no, because it's hard. I've never.
In the comments, is making TikToks hard? Yes or no?
I'm not gonna make one.
I don't have the patience. I am a very impatient person. I don't have the patience for that. Editing is not my forte. You said no, it's not. Yes, it is. TikTok editing is hard. I didn't even edit my own silhouette challenge. Okay.
I wanted to do that. Is it too late? It's too late to wait past for that.
Depends on. Just do it, like you said. We don't care what people think. Remember, just post.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just post it.
You're right. All right.
And yeah, and the busted challenge. Oh my god, yeah, I was getting so frustrated. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I can't.
You didn't do one?
I did, but it looked so bad. My editing was so bad. I was like,
but I'm saying, don't you just? Oh no, you had to do it on TikTok.
Yes, I think.
I thought you could have. I don't know.
What you mean? Singing is not hard to edit on TikTok. It is. I feel like it is. That's just the new wave. Now we have Clubhouse. I just made a Clubhouse. I don't know how to use it. You heard of Clubhouse?
I've never done Clubhouse. It's too much. I'll just stick to the basics at this point because y'all are making a lot of stuff that I'm not going to put my email in for. It's just too much.
It's too much. Do you think there come a point in time when social media dies out, or do you want it to die out?
I feel like unless something happens to where everything in this world crashes, I think social media is going to be around, for a very long time.
I don't like that. She said, okay, so Clubhouse is basically Twitter, but is it like, no, it's okay. So you found all of your interests, and then people that have a platform where they talk, it's like a talking app.
Yeah, it's like a video chat forum where you could just discuss whatever interest that you like in a chat room full of people.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's all it really is. I mean, I feel like we can do that on Zoom, but whatever. But people just, I guess, people will be in Clubhouse and they'll post who they're in there with, and they'll just be like, tap in. Why? What are y'all talking about to where I need to be a part of that? Call me on the phone. If you want to talk about something we like, call me on the phone. I'm not finna join but that's just me. Everybody's different, but I'm just not about to join a chat room full of people and then just sit up here and talk. And then that also brings me, you know what I want to say? That does bring me to when the pandemic started. I noticed that a lot of people started their own business. A lot of people started their own business. But a lot of people were still being shunned for working a 9-to-5. I feel like if social
what's it called? LLCs,
Twitter. And Forex. I don't want to trade. Don't try to get me to trade. Don't shun me for not trading. Maybe I don't want to start a business, but don't shun me because I work a 9-to-5. Because guess what? I worked my ass off in college. I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. And maybe some people like their 9-to-5. Some people actually do their 9-to-5 because that's what they went to school for, or that's what they wanted to do. I feel like social media makes it seem like you have to start a business or you're not doing nothing with your life.
Oh my
You got to be an
God.
entrepreneur or you're not doing nothing with your life. And I don't agree, because I'm just like, I mean, I'm doing something with my life. It may not be my own business. I may be working for the man, but guess what? I like what I do. And if I like what I do, it should not matter to you. It should not concern you, because as long as your pockets are full and my pockets are full and we're not taking from each other, why do you care?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm like, entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
It's
I'm
not.
lazy. I'm a lazy individual. My business will go shit downhill, okay? If I started something,
Yeah,
it ain't for everybody.
it's
But
not.
if it's for you, then that's good. Leave me and mine alone.
Exactly. I agree.
So, yeah. I don't understand why people be forcing stuff on others. It's not for everybody. Because imagine if everybody did it, then what make you so special
Right. Exactly.
in that point?
Right.
Okay, so do you feel like we should take a break from social media at some point for our mental health? Or yeah.
I definitely take social media breaks every single month. Initially, it started, how do all stories start? With a boy, right? With a boy.
Okay.
It was this guy. So I was just, after me and him kind of stopped talking, but it's just like a thing of, I was on his page and he was on my page, and oh, he's posting this or he's tweeting that. I'm wondering what he has gotten going on. I got tired of it. I was just like, girl, like, you can't. So I detached myself. I went and deleted my Twitter for about 6-7 months. And the only time I would ever get back on Twitter was to reactivate it so I wouldn't lose my account. So then I took that to Instagram. I deactivate my Instagram maybe about like a week or two out the month. And guess what? I notice all the damn free time that I have. I have never realized when my phone is not in my hand, I have to find something. Even if I'm on my phone, I have to find something else to do, because I can't just get on my phone and scroll. Okay, so now I'm not finding something else to do. Oh my God, look at what I learned. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whales live to be how long? Oh, turtles can do what? Stuff like that. I feel like it's necessary, especially when we was talking about insecurities earlier. Like, sometimes I just want to detach myself from the world around me and only make myself accessible to the people that I want to talk to. I feel like everybody should deactivate their social media, even if it's for a day, for a week, you know what I'm saying? At least once a month, or every 90 days, or every 2 months, or whatever the case. But I feel like everybody needs a break from that, because, like, for example, when the pandemic started, guess what? It gave the world a break. And what'd you do? People were forced to learn about people they live with. People were forced to learn about themselves.
Yep.
People will learn to refocus their focus on things that actually mattered, because the outside was not open to us. So I feel like a lot of times we're so on social media and doing this and doing that, but take a break. It's okay to take a break. Everybody doesn't have to know. Sometimes, you need that break. I enjoy deactivating my account because it gives me peace of mind. I don't want to, I'm saying, like, I don't want to always be accessible to people. I don't always want to see what it is that the world is doing. Now, I may miss out on stuff. I may miss out on all the gossip and stuff like that. But guess what? That's okay, because I'm clearing my mind out, to recharge and everything like that. So I feel like social media breaks are necessary. You social distance in public, but are you social distancing in private? Are you doing that? Answer that
No.
for me. Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't.
They don't.
Including myself. I don't know the last time I deleted one of my social media apps for a period of time, because, like I said, the reason I did it was for school purposes and to help me concentrate. I never did it for me reasons, like a peace of mind like you have. No. And then, like I said, I deactivated Twitter, but I still had Facebook, I still had Instagram, I still had Snapchat. I still had all those other apps that were very counterproductive to me deleting Twitter for the most part. Right. Even though Twitter drama was more fast and everybody was on there more often than Instagram and Facebook, it still didn't get the point across. So I think I would take on that challenge of deactivating my social media, all of them,
For how long?
Every now and then.
But for how long? At a period of time?
I don't know, because I feel like I have my Instagram.
Well, you know what?
For business reasons, I have to figure it out.
Well, okay.
On how I want to run my Instagram
Well,
and
baby steps then. Baby steps. Deactivate your personal pages. Just leave the business page up. And only get on it for business purposes. Even if you start out with just a day, you'll be like, oh, wow, I can do this. Because you don't realize how much you're on your phone until you're not on your phone. Yes. Back in the day when we didn't have phones, what do we used to do? Enjoy each other. I miss that. I miss talking. You actually had to get outside and go somewhere to actually, communicate or hang out with somebody. Now, you can do that from your bed. You can. So I just feel like, try it. Try it for a day, and then try it for a week.
Yeah, I did notice it whenever I did deactivate my Twitter. I was like, wow.
Is the sky really that blue? Like, what? I didn't know the sun was that yellow or whatever.
Exactly. I definitely noticed a difference, though. Even though it was just Twitter, I did notice a difference. And I tell my friends all the time, y'all, one day I want to have a party and everybody leaving their phone at the door. Oh, that's another thing. We could talk about. Is social media and parties and interactions with other people. Girl, I've been to so many parties. And guess what everybody doing?
On their phone.
On their phone. Nobody's dancing. They'll do a 1-2 step whenever a dancing song come on, but that's it. Nobody's interacting for real. Like literally, like everybody's just like zombies. I'm like, bro, what? How did we get to this? How did we go from house party to this? And even in high school, how did we go to twerking parties and twerking fests to zombies?
Girl.
And you can't only blame the drugs. Like, weed, that'll slow you down. Depends on what kind you got. But it's the phones that's really slowing everything down.
Yeah, I agree.
And you ain't texting everybody. So I know you're on social media.
Yeah. But, that also goes back to, people wanting to know what it is. You have to feel like you're showing what it is that you're doing to, just because you want people to know. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, right before I go out, I don't post myself.
Yeah.
But hold on. Because when I take pictures right before I go out, it's because they're for me. Because I need to do pictures because I need to take pictures of myself. Not for them. I mean, I post it, yeah, whatever. But I like to take pictures because when I look good, I feel good. And I'm going to post it. Hey, to me, I'm thinking to myself in my head, I'm cute. But, I'm just posting it. Okay. But at the same time, like, that's not for me to sit up here and say, when I go out, I don't post too, because I'll be like, no.
Yeah, of course. I feel like everybody does it, but there's people who does it excessively.
Right.
And then it kills the whole vibe of the party.
Right.
And I'm just like, no. And another thing, I'm like, when it comes, I was watching A Different World. What was it yesterday? I think me and my friend watching A Different World. I'm like, they didn't have phones. Like everybody was talking and enjoying each other's company. Nobody was on the phone.
Right. I agree. I feel like, like I said, that all goes back to, detaching yourself from it and slowing down, because you need a break. I mean, nowadays, this world is pretty dangerous. So it's not like I'm sitting up here saying, leave the house, don't bring your phone. Cause
right.
Nah. But
I tried to do that when I went to the gas station. I left my phone at home on purpose.
See, no. Nah.
I know.
Nah, no, ma'am. No, please don't do that. No. You can leave the house and bring your phone, but you don't have to be on social media. You can just enjoy the day. Don't turn your phone off, especially if you have kids or elderly people that you take care of, stuff like that, because you never know when it's an emergency.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be on social media every time you turn around, which is why you need to take a break. And I haven't taken a break this month. Did I take one last month? I did. But I haven't taken one this month. So I plan to, well, my best friend, her birthday on Saturday, so y'all know y'all finna see me on Saturday. But after that, I want to take a break because I need a break. I just need a break. I haven't had a break. I've noticed when I haven't had a break, I'm like, dang, you haven't taken a break this month. What are you doing? No, you need to, You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get just so built up and riled up that I'm like, wow, I really do need one. So let me go ahead and deactivate my stuff for a week, and I'll be back when I'm ready.
Let me ask you, when was the last time you recorded something on your regular camera and not a social media app camera for fun?
Girl, what? All my stuff go through Snapchat first.
See, and that's another thing I'm trying to get better at is recording on my actual camera and not just a social media camera.
Oh,
because
I take it back. I do take it back. My dog, he walked in the room, and I recorded him on my regular camera. And I was like, oh, let me post this. And I was just like, for what? You know what I'm saying? We record stuff, and we're just like, oh, I'm finna post. I want everybody to see. Everybody needs to know what it is I'm doing. Look at me. But I'm just like, well, this is for me. You know what I'm saying? This is for one day if, you know, oh, Jesus, Lord, when he does pass on, this is for me to go back and look at. These are special moments that I want to see, that I want to, you know, be able to remember. And the whole world doesn't need to see that.
Yep. I am definitely trying. Let me tell you. So me and my friends, we was talking about, you know how they have disposable cameras, right? This goes into technology, not just social media now. But anyways, I went to Walmart because I wanted a disposable camera. I was like, you know what? Why not? Just why not? Do you know them disposable cameras? One of them is $14, and they used to be like $5.
Oh, really?
And I was just like, that broke my heart. And then later at Walmart, she also told me, she was like, you might as well just take them on your phone and have them developed here, because if you have them developed through the disposable camera, it's gonna take like 2 weeks to come back, because they don't develop them no more at Walmart. They develop them like at the, like Fuji. Let's say it's a Fuji camera. They have to send the pictures to Fuji. Then Fuji has to come back with them.
But you can still take your phone to Walmart, huh? And do it like that, right? And
yeah, you can. Okay. I just want the disposable camera.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I thought they're cool. I think they're cool. And why not? I'm a very, I don't know how to say the words, a nostalgic person.
Oh, my
So I want to take.
We know, Michaela. We know.
You know I am. And I'm going to be nostalgic as possible for as long as I can. But the world of technology is changing in front of me, and it's making it hard.
Well, I mean, you know, you only going to let happen. You only going to allow what it is that you want to allow. If you want to remain nostalgic, you're not going to let anything stop you from that. You shouldn't let, the world may be changing, but you don't have to.
Yeah. But who finna pay $14 for a disposable camera?
I mean, I'm not, but I'm just saying.
I'm not either.
I didn't even.
I may be willing one day, but
I didn't even know. I've never even. I think I may have owned like one disposable camera. I remember when we used to, where the regular cameras used to be popular, like the digital cameras. Now I still have my digital camera, but you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because it's just like, back in the day when we used to take pictures, it used to be like snap and go. Now it's snap. Oh, let me look. Let me change this. Let me put a filter on it. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me take 1,000 more of them. See which one I like the best. Then post it. Because we have that option now. I mean, honestly, if I go back to the days where, you know, I really didn't care, I would. I definitely would. Because I felt like life was simpler, you know, back then. Things were easier to deal with, easier to manage, easier to control. Now it's just like, I feel like the world has kind of gotten out of hand because, you know, social media is just the devil sometimes.
It is.
And you need to be careful.
I would too. I was thinking like, Michaela, everybody used to know you as being carefree. And I still am carefree, but in my heart, I don't feel I am as carefree as I was once before. And I'm trying to go back to my carefree ways, especially when it comes to posting whatever the fuck I want to on Snapchat. And not thinking, maybe this person's not going to like it. Let me not post it. But
they have all these challenges. They need to do a no filter challenge.
They do. They had, well, that was like back in the day when they did that.
Oh, they already did one of those?
It was like back in high school.
No. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now. I would do it. I mean, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I'm not gonna lie, I'm notorious for using filters. I have somebody tell me all the time, take the filter off. You don't need a filter, sir. Yes, I do. Let me live my life. Just because you don't put filters on your stuff, but guys usually don't. Guys don't have that pressure that females have. Like, it's like we have to wake up looking good. Because if we don't, then what? Oh, you gonna sit up here and criticize. But you can wake up.
Criticize.
exactly. But you can wake up looking like what you want to, and it's okay. But I have to make sure I'm on point, because if not, I'm gonna get dragged for it. Whether it's something I can see, or whether it's, people talking and I'm not there. So
yeah, I definitely feel like that too. And yeah, that's that. So I guess we are wrapping it up, or we have wrapped up this episode of Kicking It with K-Rob. And thank you, Jasmine. We had a great conversation, a long video full of good content.
Don't say my government name on here.
I'm sorry.
Cakes. Yeah. My name is Cakes.
Her name is Cakes. Y'all don't know her by nothing else but Cakes. Yo, hey Caleb, what you got to say? You got something else to add? He went to school with us.
Who?
Caleb.
Who?
Caleb. You don't know. Okay.
Caleb.
You missed some of it. Okay, well, you can catch it on Kicking It with K-Rob, my new page, as to which I will be posting on. Then I'm going to post it on Instagram later. So yeah, I'm going to post it. I'm going to end it. And so Caleb, you heard that, and I'll follow you on that page.
And y'all follow me at JAYEEAMOUR on Instagram.
Period. And y'all follow me. It was somebody here who was in here just about the whole time. I want to follow her on Instagram. Who is that?
Was she one of mine?
Yeah, I think she was one of yours. I'm gonna screenshot. I see her. Your gal Shell. I like her. Hey girl.
Yeah, she was very active.
Very active. I love it.
I can't really see that close, but yeah, very active. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. But all right, Jazz, I'm gonna call you.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.